Howdy, y'all. Joe Hills here, recording as I always do in Nashville, Tennessee, and today I am on the Blissful Oblivion server, along with its proprietor, Iron Spike. And
Hello.
hey, howdy, Spike. We are also here today to not only tour the server, but also to hear about Spike's awesome Sleep of Reason horror anthology Kickstarter.
Yes, indeed.
So, Spike, do you have what's your elevator pitch for the Kickstarter project?
Okay. Well, let's walk while we talk, shall we?
Sounds good. I enjoy both. It's a
Well,
regular Sorkin show over here.
I am coordinating a horror anthology, so if you like horror comics, not like gross out comics, not like gore porn comics, but comics that leave you with a sense of dread and unease. I have 360 pages of them over on Kickstarter right now. It's called The Sleep of Reason. It's got a bunch of heavy hitters in it, and you can read about 14 pages of samples there right now. And we're shooting for some stretch goals. We're already funded. It's gonna happen anyway, but we want to get some nice racing stripes on the book. So if anybody wants to head over to Kickstarter and check out The Sleep of Reason, that would be really cool of you.
Now, I saw on your not YouTube video, on your Kickstarter video, it said no werewolves, no zombies, no vampires.
Exactly.
What was it that motivated you to move in this direction away from things that you knew for certain you could make money off of? Obviously, you're making money anyway, or, it wouldn't got it funded, but what gave you what inspired you to just take that leap?
Well, I don't know about you guys, but it's like when I think of werewolves and I think of vampires and I think of zombies, I don't think of fear anymore because I know exactly what they are. And what's scary to me is, oh dear, did you see that? It's God. Let's go follow God.
Yeah, that's how a lot of religions start.
It's just that those creatures, everybody knows exactly what to do if they were confronted with a werewolf or a zombie or a vampire. It's like silver bullets, or you go for the brain, or you hold up a cross and wait for sunlight. That's not scary to me. That's just a storytelling element. What's really scary is stuff you don't understand and can't control. And that was kind of the benchmark for stories in Sleep of Reason. It's about stuff you can't control, stuff where you don't know what to do. And that is what's genuinely frightening to me, not vampires, werewolves, stuff that has been turned into, high school boyfriends or video game villains, or just, that shit's kind of boring. No offense to anyone who likes them. It's just I don't find them scary personally.
That's
Please
totally
fund my Kickstarter anyway.
That's totally fair. Now, are you the sole editor of this Kickstarter, or did anyone else review the drafts and the manuscripts when you were approving authors for the anthology?
I had friends who, put in their input when I had a difficult decision to make. And of course, my husband, he's my perfect sounding board. If I wasn't sure about something, he was there. But for the most part, this is a reflection of my own personal and extremely selfish tastes. Where is Uratanus? Uratanus!
So I see Spike's Little Slice of Heaven. Is this your home here?
That is my hideous home. Please do not judge me too harshly. It's under construction, like everything on the server.
Mm-hmm.
The problem is that I've been watching a lot of Skin videos, and as a result, I've decided to up my game. So I'm like slowly tearing it apart and rebuilding it as we watch. Oh, there's Uratanus. Would you like to say hello to the god of our server?
I would indeed like to greet any god that has not been slain by his followers yet.
This is Uratanus. Uratanus is in control of everything on the server. A bow is usually customary, if you could do a quick bow. He's very friendly.
Well, thank you for welcoming me into your server abode happening place.
Great Uratanus, could you please make it daylight? I beg of you.
We beseech you.
We beseech you. Oh, thank you, Uratanus. Yes.
As I get struck by a skeletal era. Perfect timing.
Thank you, Uratanus. One of the big projects I'm planning right now is a temple to Uratanus. He deserves one. He's a really nice guy.
Whoa, did he just leash that cow from...
When he's not brutalizing the livestock, he's a very nice guy. But you know about gods and livestock.
Well, that's why you normally have these sacrificial rituals, so that way you know exactly at what time the livestock is going to die. You don't just leave it in the hands of the god himself.
Uratanus, your holy majesty, I need those pigs.
I'm sure they are vital to your upcoming plan to release a bacon-based anthology, to cash in on all that.
Now, my farm is basically simultaneously the welcome wagon and kind of the re-equipment base for when the server was brand new.
Mm-hmm.
For the most part, a lot of the people in the server are extremely independent. Our plan, whenever we restart the server, which is not often, but when we do, we run to every imaginable corner of it and do our own thing. For example, these huge towers flanking my server, I have no idea who built those. I have no idea what they're for. I don't know what they're supposed to be.
Nice. Well, that's kind of fun, like finding out what's over that next hill and not having it predetermined by the random seed.
Yeah, I do have something fun to show you, though. We're not a vanilla server. We're not super modded. It's not like we're tech it or anything, but we have a few plugins, and this is probably my favorite one because it makes getting around the server a lot easier. This is the Hall of Doors, and what the Hall of Doors is they're teleportation gates, and you can have a good idea how many people are active on the server by the doors, how many there are. They each lead to a building project. For example, I'm going to take you to my personal favorite one now. My friend Amanda has made a cake castle, and if you just walk through like this...
Oh, it's like a car wash, except the other side is full of cake castles. Whoa, I went through twice. Well, now I'm extra clean.
Yeah.
Or
if you just come on through. That's cool. It's complicated.
Yeah, it is complicated. Yeah, I know you said you were... now I'm just drowning in this water. Let me step out and step all the way back in.
Yeah. I see you now.
Did I come through? I'm not seeing it on my end.
Oh, I can walk right through. Maybe that's not you. I'll hit you.
That might be my ghost or something.
I hit you.
Whoa, I just took damage, and then I think you knocked me back through the portal again. Okay.
I won't hit you.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I was going to say, for me, architecture-wise, my wife and I started watching a lot of the Bob Vila's Home Again on Hulu, which is one of those home construction shows from, like, 1991.
Here we go.
There we go.
Yeah. Now, the thing about Lil Froggies is she's not much of a delver. She doesn't do a lot of dungeon stuff. But what she does do is she maintains a bakery. So while we don't have any serious economy plugins installed, it's kind of a take what you need, leave what you don't sort of thing, where she has cookies, cakes, pies, and bread for the asking. And if you have anything spare, she'd sure appreciate it if you left something. Now, if we can go behind the counter, I'm sure she won't mind. We can go into her personal living space. And she has it set up very nice. She's definitely one for the interior decorating. And I'm probably going to show you the neatest thing on the server here. Let's see, farm. I think it's the farm. That's the neatest thing. Go down here. And just go all the way down this ladder. And Little Froggies does not like being outside at nighttime while she's farming.
I can't get through the door. There we go.
This is Little Froggy's underground farm. I draw your attention to the sun in the middle. The clouds, which actually drip water, so they're like little rain clouds. And
presumably they also irrigate the soil.
Yeah, well, she has a river for irrigation down here.
But it's nice to dream.
Yeah, she silk touched some grass down here in the basement, so now she's got a beautiful subterranean farm. And she grows everything down here, as you can see. And my favorite part is over here, where the sky, the cyan-colored sky, there's a gradation into night, and the stars are chunks of glowstone.
That is pretty cool. Some of this stuff it would never occur to me. That's not how my mind thinks.
Yeah, she's really creative. I really love this. And everything she does is like very, no pun intended. It's very sweet and very cute and very attractive, except for the intensive farming facility she has set up in the basement. Because she goes through a lot of eggs and she goes through a lot of milk. And let's see if I can't find it. It's little...
I found a stairwell down, or a ladder well down over here, actually, kind of back in the corner. I might have accidentally stumbled into it.
Let's see. That might be the door.
It's way back here. It's not even a real door. It's just kind of a gap in the wall. Come back out. It's over in the nighttime area.
I'm trying to...
Yeah, that door is terrible.
All right.
I'm glad I'm not the only one.
Yeah.
Well, and then there's just a stairwell down here. Oh, this might just be your mine. Oh, wait. No, there's a door.
Oh, dear. This is unfamiliar to me.
I don't know what this is. This is just kind of weird.
There's
a spawner in there, so I don't want to make creatures.
Yeah, this is her mine, I think. her horrible intensive farm where she, in her own words, this is where she keeps the stuff she pretends she doesn't do, but is necessary to keep up baked good production.
Yeah, well, you know what they say, you can't make a few eggs without killing a lot of chicken.
Exactly. Let's see. Now, is it this way? Do I jump up? Yes, I do. Okay.
This is just a dead end back here.
There's got to be a way out. There we go.
And then this continues up. I seem to be back at the ground level here.
Okay. I am going up, 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 up to... Yep. All right. So let's see if we can't find her intensive farm. Although this is kind of a good stop off because what she has here is a chicken coop, but this chicken coop it's notable this chicken coop is just for show.
Mm-hmm.
This is not actually the chicken she uses for
this
her.
This is the inspection chicken. Like, look at how free range this is. I think she even says cruelty free, no chicken dungeons, honest.
Yeah. And here's the inspection cow. Mm-hmm. The cow for show, so everyone thinks that everything she does is completely above board and not cruel at all. But yeah, if we go back in through her house, let's see. She gave me a tour, and she wanted me to make sure, despite the fact she has her show chicken, she wanted me to make sure to show everybody her chicken dungeon, because while it's horrible, I'm pretty sure she's very proud of it.
Does she have a secret entrance to it, maybe? Like...
Possibly. Or we just zigged when we zagged.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, no. I know where it is now. I know exactly where it is.
Well, I shall join you in your descent.
Yeah, I found a component of it. So, basically, go down this way and we follow these tracks.
Oh, she uses carts for the delivery.
Yep, because she fills up an entire chest full of eggs at a time.
Wow, that is quite the chicken dungeon.
Yeah. She's actually spent a lot of time setting it up. I'm actually really impressed with it. It uses hoppers. Mm-hmm. Let's see. And then there's a weird little zig there. Not sure why, but...
Oh, sometimes there's weird glitches where, like, minecarts will get hung up on nothing and just route around it.
Okay. Oh, you can hear the animals suffering right here. And there's a sign that says Egg Farm.
Egg Farm and Snow Farm.
Here we go. Okay, so...
Oh, that's not too cruelty. I was expecting like 800 chickens. These are just... I mean, I wouldn't want to be one of them chickens, but they're not.
They're farmed here in the basement, and whenever they lay an egg, the floor is entirely nothing but hoppers. Mm-hmm. Whenever they lay an egg, it goes into this chest, the egg storage chest. And then don't press any levers because she'll get mad because everything gets mucked up. But... when it's full, this big chest here, she presses a lever, and it goes down here into a chest in a minecart. And then she presses another button, and it goes up, 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 up to the kitchen area for cooking use. So she doesn't have to empty her inventory to get like 600 eggs. And although it's only a little related, she is also cruel to snowmen because she needs snow. I think because it looks like icing. Mm-hmm. Let's see. Her snow farm is this way. And basically what she does is whenever she needs snow, she sits the snowman is trapped, and you know snowmen leave a trail of snow wherever they go. So she just breaks it over and over. And again, the snowman is on hoppers too, and it goes down into
Yeah, it's the infinitely fast way to kill a shovel.
Exactly. So that is how she farms snow and farms eggs, and that is her secret technique.
Wonderful. Remind me to grab some food on my way out that I might not starve.
Absolutely, she'd love that. That is exactly why she does this.
Yeah, I've got 1.5 shanks of meat left over there in my little hunger bar. So.
And there's only one more thing I think left to show you, other than the cake castle itself.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah, and...
While we are making this long tunnel run, do you mind if I ask you something about the Kickstarter, actually?
Go nuts! I love talking about it.
I was going to ask, when you were reading these, were you reading them, like, by yourself at night? Did you wait until, like, after Matt went to sleep so you could get the full experience? Or how did you just say, okay, noon, time to eat lunch and read some of these?
Well, basically, the method was... how do I get out of here? Over here. The method was people would propose a storyline to me, and the storyline, it's just a log line. It's just I don't know, a little girl gets lost in the woods.
Hmm.
Is this the right way? I bet it's not.
Up here, maybe? Yeah, this seems to
Yeah.
be the house.
A little girl gets lost in the woods, and then they would show me samples of their art, and bonus points if they'd done scary stuff before, but that wasn't necessary. And if liked how it sounded, then they would send me pencils, and there were definitely some stories that got super bonus points for when I heard them. I was like, oh my god, just the pencils and the storyline itself, or if it gave you a shudder that was good, if there was a panel of art that just made you go, oh my god, that was good, a panel of art that was just like difficult to look at, that was awesome. And these are her dogs, and that was bonus points right there. I would read this stuff. This is just a fake fake turd, I think.
Oh, okay.
I would read this stuff pretty much all during the day, because this whole comic gig is my only gig. I read it all. I work all the time, every day on comics. There is no day job, so I would read them every time of day. And frankly, some of them are just, it didn't matter what time of day. It was scary, and I liked it.
Now, were there any? Can you say anything about the submissions you declined? I don't know contractually if that's forbidden or if that's just a poor practice. You don't have to name names. Was there any where you read them and you're just kind of like, this guy doesn't get it, or?
I said specific. Oh, by the way, this is the Little Froggies. Because her nickname is Little Froggies.
Mm-hmm.
This is the Little Froggies wool farm, and so no one on the server really colors sheep and farms their own wool. They just come here for it. So she has every color of wool available for free.
Nice.
Yeah. I had in the rules, do not submit a zombie, vampire, werewolf, wolfman, any kind of story along those lines, because that's specifically not what I'm looking for. If you are submitting a zombie story, it had better be genre redefining. And there are some people that just completely missed them, and they submitted a zombie story or they submitted a werewolf story, and it's like, I don't care. Anyway, this is the cake castle from the exterior, and it's a cake castle. It is made with it's made with wool, and it looks like a frosted pink cake, and it is Little Froggy's pride and joy. And don't fuck it up, because she'll get super angry.
Yeah, I'm not gonna get anywhere near this with flame.
Yeah, it's mostly sand too, to be honest. And now we go back and we close all the doors. We make sure nothing's gonna get in. All right, and then we go back through the portal here.
Great.
And it should reappear
Now,
in the hall of doors.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
I was actually also, I realized I should have maybe opened with this. I was going to ask, is there a target age audience for this, for the anthology? Is it like 13 and up, 18 and up? Do you not really classify it that way?
14 to 15 and up. I definitely wouldn't give this anthology to a kid, because it has children being eaten by fairies in it and stuff. So, small child, no.
That could scare children, yeah, I could see that.
I'm trying to decide where to take you next.
Well, I know Svay Monster really wanted us to visit the Seal Beach or something like that.
Now, where is the... Okay, so Svay Monster hangs out with Corey Bingaman a lot. This is just for the benefit of the audience. And as a group, Corey, her nickname online is Plesiosaur Bones. And so we refer to them, Corey and Svay together collectively, as Monster Bones. And there is the gate for Camp Monster Bones. So all their projects should be through here. Let's see. Oh, yes it is. Look at that. Oh, wow. Okay. Yes, this is part of Camp Monster Bones. It is not the only part of Camp Monster Bones. That is a tower over there. I'm pretty sure Svay is building it. I could be wrong. And I'm kind of scared to take you in there, because all Svay talks about on Twitter is how it's filled with deadly traps. So I think maybe it might be a good idea to just sort of admire it from afar for now.
I hear that, and my brain just switches into like automatic.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not a finished lighthouse, it says here. Okay, so I've never been in because I'm frightened.
So I think I don't see any strings or anything.
Yeah.
Don't see any pressure plates.
I'm scared. It's just...
Okay, so far we got a bed and a chest.
Yeah. It's just, I don't trust Faye because...
I actually tried to get Svei and Corey Bing to play on one of my servers, actually, because I was like, you guys are so great. Like, not all Let's Plays have to be video. They can be, like, drawings and stuff, too. And they were just like, we're too busy. But, nope, it is not filled with traps at all.
Okay, that's actually a huge relief.
Clear. Yeah, I was actually excited because I was like, oh, good, now we get to have this horror element in the Minecraft video.
It'll work. I'm going to go ahead and jump off here. Now, I forgot to mention, one of the things about the gateway... Whoops, wee. I don't know if you can do that. I'm pretty heavily armored. One of the things that I like a lot about this gateway thing that we've got, the teleportation gate, is that you can create circuits. So I have a very strong suspicion when we go back in the Monster Bones teleportation gate, it will not take us back to the Hall of Doors. It may actually take us to another gate in their gateway network.
Oh,
so we should try that. And that way, like last I checked, there was a gate right in front of their biggest project, which is Jabba's palace.
Excellent.
Go away, you. Stupid.
Oh, wow. I do appear to be in some sort of palatial setting. A notice from the Association of Sheep Welfare.
Yes, the Association of Sheep Welfare is something of Little Froggy's devastation, whatever. She created it. She likes to put cuteness and sweetness and cakes and pink sheep everywhere, and Corey and Svei are opposed. So there's a bit of a friendly rivalry between the Association for Sheep Welfare and Monster Bones.
I can believe it.
And by rivalry, I mean, Little Froggies, Amanda, she'll sneak into their building projects and leave cakes everywhere. That kind of thing.
Nice. I'm loving this spiral staircase around the building here. I'm hoping this isn't trapped because I'm just jumping into it headlong.
Yeah, I think this is Jabba's palace here.
This is very impressive. Obviously, they're still working on it.
Yeah, they were horrified.
But it's amazing.
When they heard you were coming, they were horrified because they're like, it's not done! I'm like, actually, it looks amazing, guys, so don't worry about it.
Yeah, no, this is like one of the coolest things. Building circular stuff is difficult in general, but also, like, making it interesting. Like, I love the roof on this one over here and the way they have the inverted glass dome there. Exactly. That's awesome.
Yeah, they have been working on this for a million years, and they are just the quintessential. When I talk about how when people join the server, they just run off to the middle of nowhere and they do their own thing. That's them all over. They're the dictionary definition of that.
And now, before we get a million people in my comments section asking, how do I join the server? How do I join the server? Is it safe to tell them this is pretty much just for friends of Spike? Like, if they don't already know you, that's not...
I do apologize for that, folks, but this is pretty much an invite-only server. A Blissful Oblivion is meant to be kind of a chill-out zone for me and my friends. That's why we don't have any anti-griefing mods or anti-theft mods or anything like that. It's just, we all know each other here, and we're all kind of buds, and we are not exactly open for, new membership right now, and for that I sincerely apologize. But
and that is not something you necessarily need to apologize for. I just wanted to nip that one in the bud, because I knew as soon as people saw this, they'd be like, I want to play with those people. Those people are the good people.
Yeah, we have a lot of fun. This is a fairly old world. There's actually a bit of talk. We've been talking to each other a little bit about restarting this as a not a Tekkit server. What's the word I'm looking for?
Feed the Beast, perhaps?
There you go, a Feed the Beast server. But the thing is, it would take abandoning a lot of building projects. I'm going to head back through here.
You go for it.
It would take abandoning a lot of projects, and I'm going to head back.
This seems to be the next thing in their loop. I wonder...
Yeah, it's... Oh, there you... Okay. So, here we are. I'm not really sure what's going on here. I think they're planning something. I don't think anything's happening just yet.
It seems about equally ambitious with the last place we visited.
Oh, well, that answers that. This is Fun Island of Attractive People. So, there you go.
Wonderful. No wonder they had it blocked off so we couldn't just walk in.
Yeah, no unattractive people. We should leave them.
Yeah, let's go.
All right.
We're both awesome looking.
And there we go. So we are now back in the Hall of Doors, and we don't have like the map out right now, but we are traveling huge distances, and the Hall of Doors makes everything completely bearable. Thankfully. Like, normally we would never talk to each other, but now that we have the Hall of Doors. I can show you my husband's build. He calls it the Wizard Tower. Everyone calls it the hubris penis because it's a ridiculous, self-important, gigantic, egoistic project. Here we are in the Wizard Tower. On the wall here are all the maps he's done. He's collected and filled up along with a little clock. So it takes a while for them to res in. It probably looks like spaghetti to you right now.
Yeah, I was like, oh, how did he make all these cool line designs?
Yeah, if you stood here long enough, it would give you pretty much as big a map of the world as is available on this world.
Mm-hmm.
Now, here's one of the fun things about this server. Do I have any? No, I don't have any sticks. Let me just make some sticks really quick. Okay. The fun thing about this server, one of the things we have installed is magic. Okay? Now, to do magic on this server, you right-click to choose a spell. So let's see, I'm going to choose something easy, something like haste. And then you left-click to cast it. And now I swing my tools at the speed of wind. Let's see. And if I cast light now appears at my feet. And if I go into dark places, it's pretty subtle since we're in a pretty well-lit place as it is.
Mm-hmm.
But you can kind of see that if I were wandering around at night, I would have light all around my feet.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. And stone sight, pretty useless here.
I'm guessing that lets you see ores or something.
Oh, yeah. It's the cheatiest thing ever. Now, if you wanted to learn magic, and that's why this is the Wizard Tower, you would come here and you would see all the magic spells available. You cannot learn them all. You can only learn a certain number of them. For example, the home spell teleports you instantly to spawn. The walkway spell makes a walkway appear at your feet so you can walk in the middle of the air. Heal does what it says. Fireball does what it says. Gills is underwater breathing. And, to learn it, you would just... I'm not going to do it because I already have all the spells I want. You just right-click on the bookcase with your little thing here, your wand, and it'll learn the spell for you. It's a pretty fun little plugin, although I suspect most people on the server have no idea how powerful it is because not a lot of people use magic here.
The explode spell seems particularly dangerous, I might venture.
It's not a super great idea, but...
Is it like a creeper thing where you actually kill yourself in the explosion, or does it just create an explosion where you want one?
It creates an explosion where you want one, but it's in my opinion, it's very difficult to aim, so I don't use it very much.
Gotcha. Yeah. So large excavation projects might use it.
Actually, we have something else for large excavation projects. Let's see if there's any available. Another mod here. I'm sure a lot of people will be familiar with this. It's the elevator mod. Let's just go ahead and select our destination, the ground floor. Yin? Okay, let's see.
Oh, I like this.
Yeah.
It's very floaty.
Since it's a desert, Matt decided to just put a bunch of water underneath his wizard tower. What's really nice about this is sometimes squid spawn in here. So when you walk in, there's squid everywhere underneath, swimming around.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. Anyway, here we are out in the desert. Let's see if he has any... Are you familiar with Machinacraft? Perfect, there's some.
No, I'm not. There are so many mods for Minecraft. This is the new Half-Life engine, and I love it.
I always think of it in terms of, like, it's the new Lego. It's got, like, because Lego now is just a bunch of licensed bullshit, but now it's like... Minecraft is anything you want it to be. What these are machina drills. Pretty much, they're not the best machina drills because they have iron bits, but this iron bit up front here, you could actually replace that with a diamond bit and it would drill faster. It's got a furnace down here full of coal, which is how it's powered. It's got a chest up here, which it's full of all the things it digs up. Its base is wood. And the gold block is kind of I imagine it would be the machine block. And if you turn it on, it actually goes and drills slowly. You'll find a lot of tunnels on our server that are perfect 3x3 squares. And that's because that's what the Machinacraft drills out, a 3x3 perfect tunnel. And these are they're just really, really great things because, they save your pickaxes, they gather everything they drill up. They do need babysitting while they're drilling because if they drill into magma, you will probably lose something if you're not there to catch them. But, I mean, Matt cleared out this entire area of desert for the Wizard Tower, which is off in the distance over there. He cleared it out using teams of Machinacraft drills like this.
Wow, that is a particularly tall tower. I'm surprised that he didn't have the portal drop you like somewhere that you could see it rather
Yeah.
than inside of it, because no matter how inconvenient that is, it would be obviously better for his ego.
Yeah, I love this especially because you can kind of see the clouds going through it. It's that high.
Mhm.
His whole deal is he loves these massive building projects, and what he does when he finishes them is he doesn't live in them. He then builds a little shack off in the corner in the distance and lives in the shack because he doesn't see the point in having a great house if you can't wake up in the morning and see it in the distance there.
Oh, I completely get that. That is that. No, I understand that. Yeah, you build these things to be seen.
Yeah. Okay, and now I'm going to just show you a couple more things. Above the fourth floor, there's not a lot because, quite frankly, you don't really need 10 floors. The mines, the basement, the moat. Let's go to the second floor is where we were. Let's go to the third because I think that is his sky high farming thing. Yep, here we go. So here's his farm. I think this is Machinacraft too.
Mhm.
These fence and log constructions are automatic harvesters, although from what he says, he's not particularly impressed with how good a job they do, but they do auto harvest. He's farming everything: netherwort, trees, potatoes, carrots, wheat. So, in case you couldn't tell, the server's been going for a while, and
Yeah.
everyone's pretty well ensconced here. So, now what else is there? You've seen Monster Bones, you've seen My Pathetic Hovel, you've seen the Wizard Tower, you've seen the Cake Castle. Would you like to close it out with my friend Kumatsu's giant bizarre palace?
That would be wonderful. I was going to say, maybe if you have a particularly frightening place on the server, or some place that you can tell me a scary story that's occurred to you while you were playing.
There
You
you
know.
go. All my scary stories begin and end the same way when it comes to Minecraft. So I was carrying a bunch of diamonds, and then a spider knocked me into lava at the end.
Mm-hmm.
All right, now
You've heard that one more than you've heard the vampire, and people are just like,
yeah,
don't carry diamonds, don't
exactly.
be near
And it was
lava.
just
If you just
no,
weren't near lava, it would be fine.
yeah, no sympathy when you tell that story. Everyone's all like, "Well, what were you doing carrying 5 diamonds?" When I get diamonds, I immediately head back to the surface.
Oh
There.
yeah, I carry a chest made out of an ender pearl, so I can just send those diamonds
Yeah.
into
Oh,
the
oh,
end, and then I don't have to worry. Whatever.
what are you doing, noob? This is Kumatsu's treehouse. He used to live in a treehouse. He doesn't anymore. He lives in this.
I
Uh,
don't see you here, but that might be a portal glitch
oh, I'm
sometimes. Oh,
here. I'll
oh, there
I'll
you
show
are.
up eventually if I'm not here yet. Um, he is a big fan of ender quartz, obsidian, lava. You'll notice the unusual floor decorations he's chosen. I like this design he has in running water over the stairwell here,
Mm-hmm.
faced with glass. He's got a very unique design. Oh, there's Komatsu. Hi, Komatsu. Hi there. He's like he's a bit of a delver. So he like me walks around in diamond a lot, and he has a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff. Let's see what else we got here. Welcome to my stuff. Well, thank you, Komatsu. If we head out here, we can see the little village he's built next to. So honestly, a lot of his stuff is underground.
Yeah, I was
Um,
gonna say I'm looking around. I'm like expecting another massive tower. It's like, nope, this guy's good. He's
no
happy.
massive towers. Kumatsu is comfortable. He's secure within himself. But let me see if this village over here has a special feature that some of the villages on our server do. We have a mod installed that not only names the villagers, but Matt has put in special, basically Easter eggs for people who care enough to go from village to village and check everybody out. So you'll notice no one here is named Testificate. They all have names like, Earl, Alice, Enris, Bill. So that makes it a little easier to keep it straight so you can remember, oh, right, this one sells this one sells that. Let's see if there are any shopkeepers in this town.
Ooh, shopkeeper.
Yeah, Matt has installed a mod where, because he's the one who's always like, oh, I found a mod, I'm going to put it in. I found a mod, I'm going to put it in. He has installed a mod where people in the towns do things like there's a record collector on this server. So if you find
Oh,
records, and let's say you get two of the same record, you can go and trade with the record collector for a new record because he's always, of course, he's programmed to have every single record, and a lot of times you get dupes, which sucks.
Mm-hmm.
But he can fix that for you. And then there's a magician, and he could teach you things that you can't learn in the Wizard Tower library. And he's a licensed magician. I don't think there are any in this town, unfortunately, but we do have it. You'll just have to take my word for it.
I do indeed believe you. Yeah, I was gonna say if Matt switches over to Feed the Beast, then he's just gonna have like 25 extra hours a week. It sounds like.
Yeah, Feed the Beast is something we've really been considering because I just love all the idea of all those machines and the automated farms, the quarry especially. I'm kind of in love with the idea of a quarry. I'd love a quarry.
And I've got to say, like, the more I've gotten involved with the Minecraft community, I actually started off my public life, if you will, in quotes, trying to get into webcomics, and I was amazed how similar the comics community is and, like, the modern and, like, the active Minecraft creative community.
Yeah.
Like, if you guys started playing Feed the Beast and you started, like, actually meeting some of the mod makers at conventions and stuff, they're all really cool people and really smart.
Neat. I accidentally dug up this testificate garden. Okay, well, that's pretty much, I think that's enough for now. There's more, but,
Yeah, I think we've got the idea. As we look at this frightening moon rising in the distance there, is there anything that you feel like I should have asked you about Sleep of Reason? Like, any big selling points that I missed?
Well, the cover is by Eisner Award nominee Michael DeForge. If you care about comics in a mainstream kind of way, you probably know what an Eisner Award is. Oh, that's frightening over there. Okay.
Where? Let's run toward it.
This piece, this right here, just started filling in on its own after being knocked out. That was curious. Anyway, it's got cartoonists in it, like Carlos Speed McNeil, who is an Eisner Award winner, Randy Milholland of Something Positive. I've got a comic in there. Plug. Meg Gandy. A lot of cartoonists I really respect. Savannah Horrocks. Geez, who else?
I know Evan Dahm is in there.
Evan Dahm.
He's a great guy. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Evan is awesome. I love Evan. Casey Green's got a comic in there. Just, it's a real kind of all-star lineup, and I'm extremely proud of what we managed to pull together. And part of the reason I'm pushing so hard for these, I'm going to kill that skeleton, pushing so hard for these stretch goals is that if we reach a certain number, we'll be able to get a brand new full-color comic in the anthology by one of my cartoon heroes, Dave Cooper, who is just, he's a Harvey Award winner. He's an amazing guy. He's really nice and exceptionally talented. So everybody should head on over to Kickstarter and back us because we could use the backing. We could totally use the help.
Awesome. And the Kickstarter link will be in the description below this video, folks.
Yay, yeah. Thank you very much for coming to visit my server.
Oh, it's always fun, seeing how other people play, because it's such a crazy game for creative folks, and you guys are all clearly very creative.
It's totally Lego. It's completely Lego. There we go.
Awesome. Well, if you don't have any final words, Spike?
My final words are Hail Uratanis and Hail Blissful Oblivion.
Well then, until next time, y'all, this is Joe Hills from Nashville, Tennessee.
Bye!
Keep adventuring, and Hail Uratanis.
Hail Uratanis!